Border czar Tom Homan joins us now. You have so many different areas. You talked about a whole of government approach. Can we talk about the campus unrest? The NYPD has got to be kept on the outside for the most part until the insurrectionists take over a lobby like Trump Tower. What is the plan to stop others like Mahmoud Khalil?
Well, I agree with one point she made. It is a shot over the bow. He's the first of many. They may have got away with that under the Biden administration, but they're not going to get away with it under the Trump administration. When you come to this country either on a visa or you become a resident alien, that's a privilege. But with that privilege comes certain rules. You can't violate law. You can't go out and call for the annihilation of Israel and take over a college campus and take over a college building and destroy government property. You can't hand out literature supporting a terrorist organization. So the Trump administration made it clear. President Trump's made it clear. We're not going to allow this under this administration. You're going to be held accountable. So again, I'll say this. His attorney ought to read the law. The Secretary of State has a lot of discretion when it comes to someone who says and does things that is in direct conflict with our foreign policy and supporting a terrorist organization. So he was arrested for the right reason. And God help us in the very near future, we get through the court proceeding, he'll be gone. But he's the first of many, Brian. This is going to continue. We're going to set a tone in this country that it's a privilege to be here, and you can't sympathize with terrorists while being on a visa.
In going through his background, number one, he's a 31-year-old student living on campus. I mean, enough with the green card, and we'll see what goes on there. You guys did such a brilliant job after 9/11, tracking down the money of these terrorist organizations. I believe by following the line of money that's funding these protests on these campuses, we might be able to get to something behind there that might even be Hamas itself. Do you sense the same thing? Are you pursuing the funding of these protesters?
Yeah, first of all, this guy here is just not what he said, is what he did. I want to make that clear. He's done a lot of things. It's just not what he says, so the attorney's wrong on that. It's his actions in addition to things he said. But you're right. This is being funded by somebody, and it's being investigated. And we're going to hold those people accountable, too. So, this administration is going to dive deep into anything that's terrorist-related. President Trump, the game changer, greatest president of my lifetime, first one to come in and say, criminal cartels who've killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined, they're now being designated terrorists. So we're going to take this seriously, and we're going to drive this down. So you better believe we're going to open every nick and cranny to find anybody involved in this sort of activity.
I hope it continues, because in New York we've been overrun. About 6 major institutions are pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian, and we've been having to absorb that here in New York. Thanks so much, Tom. I know you got a country to control, but it's hard to imagine a better start than you've put together in these first 60 days. Thanks so much, Tom Homan. Have a great weekend.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.